Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your guide, your deeply unqualified flight instructor, Professionally Unqualified. And today, I'm going to teach you how to play a game that asks one simple question. What if jet combat had consequences? This is nuclear option. Step 1. Get in your fancy futuristic jet. Sounds easy, right? Wrong, because everything, and I mean everything, is simulated. Your jet, it's got like 50 parts, wings, real, flaps, real, landing gear. Probably not going to come back down if you decide to slam it into the ground. You're not just flying around doing flips, though you can do that if you like screaming. You are part of a massive dynamic battlefield. Air-to-air combat, ground strikes, naval attacks, even full-scale nukes if you're feeling spicy. Enemy forces include tanks, missile trucks, radar sites, ships, angry AI pilots, and occasionally your own poor decision making. Your job? Blow it all up. Strategically, of course. Capture bases, escort bombers, disable factories, and try to land in one piece. You get to customize your aircraft with bombs, missiles, cannons, countermeasures, and yes, good old tactical nuke button. Use it wisely, or don't. I'm not your commanding officer. So if you ever wanted to dogfight at Mach 1, accidentally stall while feeling cool, or spend 15 minutes trying to land without blowing up your gear, this is your game. Stick around and I'll walk you through how to fly, fight, and maybe, just maybe, not crash. Probably. Let's talk about maps. Nuclear option has two main battlegrounds. First, Heartland, a big, beautiful slab of land with towns, roads, and air bases, all begging to be bombed. It's perfect for land-air coordination, highway nap-of-the-earth flights, or just crashing into a radio tower because you got distracted by the scenery. Then there's Ignis Archipelago, a massive ocean map full of islands, SAM sites, and the constant threat of being turned into jet-flavored confetti. Long-range missiles and stealthy approaches rule here, and yes, the ocean is very wet. Now, let's talk about the real meat and potatoes of nuclear option, scenarios. These handcrafted chaos generators are where you will sharpen your skills, get shot at, and sometimes blow yourself up before the enemy even sees you. Escalation mode, the big one. You'll capture bases, destroy factories, knock out radars, and try not to die doing it. This mode's got it all: dynamic objectives, evolving threats, and the need for real strategy, or at least the appearance of it. But wait, there's more. The scenarios are like jet combat training courses, but with a 50% chance of explosions. Convoy attack, blow up trucks before they reach their destination. Cruise missile interception, try to hit a flying needle with another flying needle. Bridge defense, hold the line while tanks try to ruin your weekend. Blackout, flight in the dark. Panic accordingly. Depot strike, turn ammo dumps into very loud, very bright craters. Infiltration, sneak in low and fast, probably yell once or twice. Dust Bowl, all-out war, no rules, just vibes. Expedition, a guided trip into danger with explosions included, free of charge. Now that you've chosen your map, it's time to choose your plane. Welcome to the nuclear option hangar, where the planes are fast, the missiles are plentiful, and the likelihood of ejecting into enemy territory is dangerously high. Meet the CI-22 Cricket, also known as the Walmart A-10. She's small, scrappy, and cheap enough to crash without regret. Perfect for beginners who want to experience high-speed lawn mowing while dropping linchpins on unsuspecting convoys. This is the TA-30 Compass, the jack of all trades, master of none. It does air-to-air, air-to-ground, and air to whatever you hit. It's a great choice if you like to be somewhat effective at everything while deeply offending some true specialists. Now for the SH-46 Chicane, a flying support group for ground troops. It brings heavy firepower to the party, AGR-18s, gun pods, and big blow-up-everything attitude. great for clearing out armored columns. Just keep an eye out for enemy fighters. And also trees. Enter the FS-12 Revoker. This is what happens when your government says we want air superiority. But we also only have like $19 and some spare parts. It's fast, it's twitchy, and it can win a fight if your opponent is distracted or asleep. Now we're talking. The KR-67I Rift is the high-tier air superiority jet. If you want to rule the skies and look cool doing it, this is your ride. Great speed, great agility, ton of weapons. It's everything the Revoker wants to be when it grows up. This is the SFB-81 Darkreach. The jet you can call on when you don't want to fight fair. Load it with cruise missiles, make someone's entire day disappear from 80 kilometers away. It's like emailing someone a war crime. The EW-25 Medusa isn't here to fight. It's here to ruin the other team's Wi-Fi. This electronic warfare queen can jam radars, scramble sensors, and generally make you feel like your screen is lying to you. Bring it along for support, and your team will love you. Meet the FS-20 Vortex. Stealthy, speedy, stylish. It's the only jet on the roster with vertical takeoff and landing. If you want to sneak into enemy territory, do some quick damage, and disappear before anyone knows what hit them, this is your baby. Just remember, stealth stops working when you hang 40 missiles off the wings. And finally, the VL-49 Tarantula. Part tilt rotor, part aircraft carrier. This quad-engine brute can carry trucks and still have room for an autocannon. It's not just a transport, it's a statement. And that statement is, I brought everything. So there you have it, pilot. Whether you're buzzing runways, launching missiles, or airlifting an entire platoon and a barbecue grill into enemy airspace, there's a machine for every flavor of chaos. Choose wisely. Or just pick the one that looks coolest. That's the one I do. So, now you've picked your map, and you've chosen your overpriced flying weapon. Now it's time to learn how to keep it in the air for more than 30 seconds. This is your basic mechanics survival crash course. Emphasis on crash. Step 1. Throttle up. Whether you're VTOL, tilt rotor, or good old runway bound, you'll need power. On runway jets, taxi to the runway. And when you're there, hold brake. Spool up engines, then release. For VTOLs like the Vortex or Tarantula, balance your thrust carefully. Too much, you'll do a backflip. Too little, and you'll become a very expensive lawn ornament. Once you're airborne, congrats. Now you have to stay airborne. Basic flight is intuitive. Pitch to climb / dive. Roll to turn. And yaw to adjust. Don't overcorrect. This isn't a racing sim. Jerky inputs will turn your plane into a confused frisbee. Also, don't turn super hard, or you could black out. Which, trust me, is not fun. There are 3 types of common airborne doom in nuclear option: IR missiles, SAR, and active radar missiles. Let's break down how to not get hit. IR missiles are like mosquitoes. They're attracted to heat and incredibly annoying. They lock onto your engine's heat signature, especially if you're using afterburners. Survival tips: cut the afterburner. Reduce your heat signature by throttling down. Deploy flares. These are your best friends against IR missiles. Maneuver aggressively. Sharp turns can break the missile's lock. Be unpredictable. Don't fly in straight lines. Make yourself a hard target. Semi-active radar homing missiles, or SAR missiles, need their launch platform to maintain radar lock. Think of them as a needy ex. They don't let go. Survival tips are: first, break the radar lock. Use terrain to your advantage. Fly low and behind cover. 2. Notch the radar. Fly perpendicular to the radar source to exploit Doppler radar limitations. And finally, utilize jamming. If your aircraft is equipped with a jammer, activate it to disrupt enemy radar. Active radar homing missiles, the Lone Wolves. These missiles have their own radar and don't need their launch platform after firing. They're independent and dangerous. Survival tips are 1. Go cold. Turn away from the missile to reduce closure rate. 2. Terrain masking. Use the environment to break the missile's line of sight. 3. Be unpredictable. Change your speed and direction frequently. And finally, utilize jamming. If your aircraft is equipped with a jammer, activate it to disrupt the missile's radar. Some general survival tips are 1. Situational awareness. Always be aware of your surroundings and potential threats. 2. Use your radar warning receiver, or RWR. It alerts you to incoming radar-guided threats. And finally, practice. Practice makes perfect. Spend time in training missions to hone your evasion skills. Remember, pilot, the best way to avoid missiles is not to be where they expect you to be. Stay unpredictable, stay alert, and maybe, just maybe, you'll live to fly another day. Now that you know not how to get blown up, it's time to return the favor. Before you fire, you gotta lock on. Most missiles and bombs in nuclear option require a good lock. Here's how to fire. Select your target. This can be done by opening the map and clicking on it, or looking at the target and selecting it. Step 2. Select your weapon. Make sure the range is in the zone bracket. If it's out of the range, your missile or bomb is just going on a sightseeing trip. Notice it will also say shoot when at a good range. Once locked, simply press the fire button. That's it. That's the whole tutorial. Boom. Missiles. Wait for the right moment. Firing too early means they'll miss. Firing too late, you'll miss. From existence. Guns. Get close. Really close. Lead your target and fire in bursts. Spray and pray is fun, but expensive. Bomb. They go boom, but don't lock on anything moving fast, like a plane. And there you have it. Locking, launching, and living the dream. Now get out there and make some explosions. Tasteful ones, of course. All right, rookie. Now that you learned how to fly, avoid becoming confetti, and deliver explosions with surgical imprecision, it's time for the grand finale. I'll be showing you exactly what to do in a real match, from takeoff to target obliteration. Will it go perfectly? Absolutely not. But will you learn something? Hopefully. This is your chance to see everything in action. Takeoffs, locks, launches, evasions, bombing runs, and maybe a tasteful crash landing if we're lucky. Typically, I like to go with the chicane. It's one of my favorite vehicles. Really easy to fly. So, let's start takeoff. Target is to capture the airstrip. probably one of these. If it would be my guess, probably this one to kill. And that's a kill. Alrighty. Next up is finishing off that part. Here he goes. Always make sure you have and that's the first crash of the day. Well, let's see, what am I able to get? Suppose. Taxi to runway. Clear control again. Start the taxi. Another tip is comma, actually, if you're a single player game, will slow down the game. Make sure you put the brake off. It's generally Oh, that is a double kill. Not kill him. Is he behind me? I don't think he is. And that's the wrong one. Oh, shoot. Is it? That was in Denver. If you already didn't know, this is probably my favorite. You couldn't tell. Yeah, but this is my favorite. This is my favorite play in the game. It's okay. A little far away, especially with the hills. Now, the helicopters, they don't have much coverage, so you don't have to worry about that. Something like the cricket also has so No. Was I supposed to? I haven't, like, really played. Do that again. Use those optical bombs. Well, I can now purchase these. Let's grab a few bombs. By a few, I mean a ton. I really need to change that. Whatever. That wraps it up. You know how to fight, fly, and mostly survive a nuclear option. If you learned something, or at least had a good time pretending you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more barely certified flight lessons, and drop a comment if you crashed into something cool. I've been Professionally Unqualified, and I'll see you next mission. Until then, keep your wings level and your enemies confused.